a weekend of concert cancellations and shady rap beefs. Let's start with the concert cancellations. Now, the highly anticipated music festival Lovers and Friends was canceled due to severe weather in Las Vegas. The announcement was made less than 24 hours before the event, and the fans were livid. One person wrote, "What's wild is you've yet to send out a formal email." Think of all those people who don't use social media and have absolutely no idea. You just canceled the festival damn near 12 hours before it's supposed to start. Another person wrote, "This boy, who I just met and knows people who worked this event, said the reason why Lovers and Friends was canceled is because some of the artists did not show up because they weren't paid." What are your thoughts on this unfortunate situation? Alice, go to you first.
Well, my thoughts has been the same since they announced it. Something in the milk ain't clean. The festival has been doomed from the start. Remember, this is the same festival that they announced and said they had this incredible lineup, and Mary J. Blige said, "No, you don't, because you got my name on that flyer, and I haven't signed a contract over here, as well as Juvenile." Do you remember this? When it first came out, they were having all these issues, claiming that these different artists were going to be performing, but those artists were very vocal that there were no signed contracts. Now, we even saw on Mary's story, the rented plane and everything. She was getting on the plane and headed to Vegas, so she must have signed her contract, but it's something about ever since the beginning when they were having those issues that I knew something like this could possibly happen.
All right, Armand, what do you think?
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way because they were saying like, well, you know, a lot of the artists weren't even posting it. They weren't even posting that they were going to be there. But at the same time, I mean, if they're willing to give the people the money back, how much of a scam could it really be? And I feel like people being upset with this festival for canceling on short notice, dude, we can't predict the weather. So they're taking into account your safety for the weather. A lot of things could have happened with extreme weather conditions. So I think that people, instead of getting mad at the festival, make sure you insure your tickets, insure your flights, and insure your hotel, so then you won't be complaining down the line.
I almost tried to break my back going from Dallas to Vegas first and then go to New York to go to the event with Whoopi. And I'm glad I didn't do all of that, because to hear that it was canceled, I would have been livid. I know a lot of people that were out there. I heard people say that it really wasn't that windy. It was like in the 30s, 30 some miles an hour. I heard multiple things about that. I also heard there was a jazz festival that was going on that did not get canceled. So I really don't know. I do know that they spend a lot of money. I know personally that some of the fees that they pay these artists are really big. And it doesn't help them to cancel. It doesn't help them to have to refund these tickets. Like, I don't know what the deal is. And hopefully we'll get some more information about this, because why would you not want to put this on? It makes a huge amount of money. This thing is a very successful festival. It sells out really, really quickly. I think they kind of put the cart before the horse. Like, a lot of artists are involved in this. I think they go and reach out. Oh, yeah, I can get married before the ink is dry. And you really can't say you have married until you have married by a deposit being wired. That happens a lot. Lolo Bay 91 said hotels in Vegas and flights are not cheap, and they're still out there. Unique Jacob said, when an artist don't post, I don't go. I always check their socials to see if it's legit. Jay said, I was really mad because I really want to see Brandy, like for real, for real. And Jackie said, I live in Vegas and I was mad. They blamed the weather. And Jay-Z Gem said, I live in Vegas. It was windy, but not that damn windy.
Okay, but let me ask you this, to that point, because I'm seeing a lot of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if it was just that windy enough, it blew something over, circuits bust, it becomes a mess on the set, and somebody gets hurt? Then guess what you guys are going to say? Well, they should have canceled the festival. They should have never had it. They should have looked at the weather. So I just kind of feel like they were damned if they did it, they damned if they weren't.